What's up, everybody? Rough weekend. Yesterday was legs, and they feel like somebody beat them with a bat now, which I guess is good. Um, and it's a shitty weekend. It's all rainy and everything. So I took a damn nap on a Sunday. Now it's time for not legs. Doing that again. Shoulders, and I'll throw up the video with the carbohydrates. The difference between slow, fast, and slow, medium, and fast digesting carbohydrates. What is a glycemic index? What is a glycemic load? Things like that. So make your lives a little easier, and I'll dumb it down so it's easy to not dumb it down, but I'll make it easy to understand. So, all right, I'll catch back up with you later. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I said I would do a carbohydrate video explaining the differences. Real easy, real simple. Not gonna get crazy with it, but I'm just gonna go right into it. So when you're dieting, a lot of people say, don't eat carbs, or I mean, there's a million different diets out there you can do, or ways of eating, or whatever you want to call it. Healthy eating plan, whatever. There's even carb manipulation, or insulin sensitivity diets, where basically you eat carbohydrates when your body's going to use them, because why would you eat them when your body doesn't really need it? You know what I mean? So there's many different ones. However, what kind of carbs do you eat? Fats too, but that's a topic for another discussion. So you figure carbohydrates, you have your sugars, like your candy and your cakes and your all this nonsense, right? And you have maltodextrin, which is like a very fast acting carbohydrate, meaning it's going to spike your insulin level real quick. The same thing with a white potato versus a sweet potato. It's going to, hit you right away, whereas a sweet potato is a little more prolonged. It's more sustained energy, versus a white potato, which is like, boom, you would eat that like, before your workout, or just to give you like, or even a mix of the both of them you could do, like a fast carb and a slow carb. But anyways, the difference, a lot of you may have heard of a glycemic index and a glycemic load. What is the difference? A glycemic load is more of how much it is. So if you have a handful of rice and a handful of pasta, what are you getting more of? The rice, right? Because the pasta is so thick and full, you're not going to get much of it. Like if you measure it out to whatever, 100 grams of rice, 100 grams of pasta, like which one, you know what I mean? That would be your glycemic load. Now your glycemic index would be how it impacts your blood sugar levels. So, like I said earlier, and we'll switch it up a little bit, having a bowl of Captain Crunch, right? And there might even be like whole wheat in that. I don't even know. But having a bowl of Captain Crunch versus having a bowl of oatmeal with, cinnamon and honey in it, or whatever you like to eat, So that's the difference. The oatmeal is going to be a more sustained energy, whereas the Captain Crunch is going to just pop your insulin way up, and you're more likely to get an energy crash from it. What else did I want to go over? So you got your glycemic index and your load, and remember, the index is how it impacts your blood sugar levels. And then the load is just basically the difference of, you're getting this much versus this much in the same amount of weight, the same amount of grams of, you put it on a scale, 50 grams of rice, you put 50 grams of pasta on a scale, which one, what are you looking at like, oh, that ain't going to make me hungry. That's going to, I'm still going to be hungry after I eat that. Well, that's the basics of it. And there's many different ones. I mean, you have a slow, a medium, and a fast digesting carbohydrates. So you have like sweet potatoes, yams, Off the top of my head, I don't remember what the actual glycemic index is on these things because they're based by numbers. So one may have a 70 on the glycemic index, and one may have a 50, and one and then you have like the glycemic load, and so that's something you can give it a Google real easy. I'll try to I'll try to post up a picture, like a chart or something, but it just depends on how you want to diet. So in the like if you're trying to get your diet together and in the morning you're eating Captain Crunch right now or whatever, oh, I want to lose weight. Try swapping out the Captain Crunch and putting like one serving of oatmeal in there. Just weigh it out. The serving, done. Whether it says a cup, then get a cup, put it whatever. Food scales are fairly cheap too. I mean, you can go on Amazon and get one for like $10 nowadays. They're cheap. So you could start by doing that and see if you notice a difference in eating that and then starting your day and being tired before lunchtime, or having the oatmeal, and does it work for you? Does it give you more energy longer or longer energy levels? It just depends, and everybody's different. So what works for one doesn't work for the other one. Some people respond better to brown rice. Some people respond better to jasmine rice. It just depends on your body. But that's the basic breakdown of like real basic. I didn't want to get too crazy into it because I want people who actually don't know what these things are to try to be able to. I want to make it easier for people to understand things. That's basically it. So that's it. Your glycemic load versus your glycemic index. And carbohydrate wise, like, is a white potato bad? No, absolutely not. Just put it, figure out the glycemic index on it, see how it reacts with your body, and put it in your diet where you see fit. Same thing with a sweet potato. Same thing with a yam. Same thing with, what else? Rice cakes, which are a little quicker. But the same thing with anything, And if you're starting a diet, I would not have a cheat meal until I'd probably go 4 weeks without a cheat meal and when you actually do have the cheat meal, if your favorite food is, I don't know, pizza, whatever, have one slice of pizza. Like, don't go, absolutely crazy bananas overboard with it, or like if you're used to eating like 4 or 5 slices of pizza, cut it down to like 1 or 2, depending on how big the slice is. But yeah, just eat in moderation. Keep your cheat meals in moderation. Don't go too overboard. And drink water, because it's important. It's like 75% of your body's water, 70%. But if you're full of water and you go in the gym, you notice you have a better workout. The same thing with some people feel it, some don't. But multivitamins, you take a vitamin every morning. You should take it after breakfast because vitamin A, D, E, and K need fats to absorb. So if you're taking these vitamins as soon as you wake up and you haven't even had your 16 ounces of water before when you wake up, your body, it's going to be very difficult for your body to absorb that, especially if the last time you ate was 6 o'clock at night and it's now 6 o'clock in the morning. Your body probably digested all your dinner. So it's not going to take your actual fat from your body and use that to absorb it. No, it needs like healthy fats. So in the morning, you have 2 eggs or whatever with, I don't know, a piece of multigrain toast or something, or oatmeal or whatever. This way you get your fats, your carbs, your proteins, everything in there, which can be split too in a diet, but we're getting all over the place now. Anyway, the point is, some people feel different. Some people feel taking a multivitamin, some don't. And everybody's going to feel different or see different results with different, the food they eat. What works for one may not work for another. So just pay attention to what you're doing, track it as much as you can, and then look at your results. And you'll notice, like, oh, this is working, or this isn't working, so I need to change this. Now, you know what variable needs to change. You added in, whatever, you added in 3 Rice Krispie treats or something before your workouts, right? just to get like a better pump or something, or after or whatever, for to spike your insulin so that your body absorbs the protein and everything. But now you're putting on a little bit of body fat, and so now at least that's the only thing you changed. So now you know what you need to fix. So I mean, try to keep everything the same. Everything consistent. Consistency is key with any type of diet, whether you're bodybuilding, whether you're dieting for if you're a swimmer and you need to lose weight, if you're a runner, it doesn't matter. Dieting is dieting. You just have to really pay attention to the body. Pay attention to your body and, see where you're at. But, I mean, that's pretty much it, just to wrap it up. Like I just said, everybody's different, so you'll react different than somebody else would off of certain things sometimes. And your glycemic index and your glycemic load. Glycemic load, how much? Glycemic index, how it impacts you, how it impacts your blood sugar levels. So you have a candy cane, it's going to shoot right up. You have a bowl of oatmeal, nice sustained energy. So that's it. Hopefully it helped, and hopefully you learned something. If not, well, shit, I don't know. Whatever. I hope everybody has an awesome rest of the weekend. It's like 9:30 at night on a Sunday or a little later. So it's time to start the new week.